Welcome back to my channel, and this is Chadi. Today we're going to actually, I'll show you how I put my cotton on, and I'm gonna do on both of them. I already have part of it done. That way I don't have to make my videos very long because I'm having a really hard time process them and taking forever. Anyway, so let's just get started. This is really hard, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's really hard. I mean, it's really hard. And so it does not matter whether you do it out of the pipe cleaners or the wire. It's still gonna come, they're very strong, okay? The only thing I advise is before you actually let it good and dry to go ahead and position your doll as you ever wanted to, whatever you're gonna do with it. On this one, I'm gonna go ahead and bend the elbow, okay, kind of like this. I don't know if you can tell, see? And this one, when I make this particular doll, this little hand is gonna be going on the pocket. So basically, let's see if you can tell. See, this is a little hand in here. This one's gonna be in his pocket. And I'll show you when I make the doll what's gonna happen in here, okay? So now you don't have to do it right now. I'm just telling you, make sure you do it, especially after you put your cotton on and you're happy with it. That way, because see, this is already, yeah, I could bend it, but if I do, it's gonna crack and you're gonna have to repair it, which is not a big deal really, but anyway, so that's what you need to do with the dolls, okay, with the frame. Well, right now we don't have to, but before it gets good and dry, yes, okay? All right. So I'm gonna show you two ways to do this torso first. And this one I have already done it, but I'm gonna put another coat on it and I'll show you how I did this, this torso here. And I gotta get my, excuse me, I have a lot of allergies, some of you know that I do, and some you don't. So I'll be coughing sometimes and clear my throat is part of it. Sometimes I get really nasty little comments, so I hope I don't. It's how it goes. All right. The solution here is cornstarch and water. So what I did, I put about this much water. Oh, this is just a little preserve, fruit preserve jar. I put about this much water. This is the, just regular cornstarch. You don't have to get fancy. Cheap, that's fine. And I'm gonna show you, to that jar, I put about, about 2 soup spoons about this size. Just a little heapy, just 2 heapy, tablespoons, okay? And then I put it in the microwave. My microwave is very low voltage, so I had to put it a little longer. But if you're in doubt, just do it every 30 seconds until it gets about, let me show you the consistency of it. Let me do it with this. Okay? And even that, I can put water in it if I want to a little bit, and it's still good. So, all right. I just kind of want to give you an idea, what it's supposed to be. And it could be more watered down, it's fine. It works either way. All right, so let's do the torso for this one. First, let's do the hand. Let's just do that. And how I do it. And as far as brushes, you can use, this is round, and I really do love it. You can have a flat one, you can have one smaller one, however you want them, it's okay. Make sure they're soft. And how I clean my brushes is with water and vinegar. and it keeps them very nice and soft. So for this one here, for this hand, I'm just gonna go ahead and brush the cornstarch on it. And I might be able to do both hands at one time. And this is cotton balls, 100% cotton. Make sure that's what it is, because if it's not, it doesn't do right for some reason. So it's just my experience. I'm just gonna come like this for right now, like that. Okay, I'm gonna bring this in, stretch this out a little bit, and stretch this out a little bit, because I wanna be able to cover those little hands. Whoops. I got a bunch of little ones in here, and the reason I do, it's kind of hard to see. So when I get started, if I need one here and there, I can do it, and I don't have to pull it out. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that this hand is nice and saturated. And really, what I do, I come back here and just, even with my little round brush, I just roll it in, okay? And then I just go in there like that. Then I come back here. And then with my fingers, you want to roll it in one direction, okay? So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and roll it toward me, because it's easier for me right now. And just try to make it just as even as possible. And just go through the contour of the hand. See how nice that goes? I know the green shows a little bit, but don't worry about it. We'll fix it. And here's the bottom of the hand. But it's nice and pretty straight. And I like to do it with my fingers, because I think it, it smooths it out a little bit too after I do the brush. Now I'm just gonna continue. I'm just gonna go straight on. It's, so much easier for this one anyway. And make sure that that has plenty of it. And just continue it. Bring my little hand in. Okay. And then I'm just gonna come this way. Just on the little arms. Don't worry about the rest of it. We'll take care of it. I'm gonna put some more of this good stuff on it. This is the best glue ever, and it's so easy. And it's cheap. Okay, I'm gonna come back here, and then again, I'm going the other direction. And I'm just kind of rolling it a little bit, but not too hard, okay? And that's the thing about this. You don't want to be hard on it when you work on it. It's really easy. Okay, and that makes it, and like I said too, in one of the other videos, your fingers get wet, but they don't get sticky. So that's good too. All right. There we go. There we got another little hand. Okay, there we go. 2 hands. Now, and by the way, I have something kind of damp to kind of get your, fingers so dried out a little bit. But the dampness will take some of the cornstarch too. Okay, so now I'm gonna pick up another. And what these are, by the way, is a cotton ball. And what I do with my fingers a little damp, I just kind of go like this to figure out where the end is, and here it goes, and I just roll it out. And I will roll out a bunch of them just to have before I get started, okay? All right, we're gonna do the torso. And this is gonna be well saturated on one side. But I don't press very, very hard, okay? Okay, and now I'm gonna come back here and also in the back, right there. And how I'm gonna do this one, I'm just gonna go straight on and just wrap it around. That's all you wanna do. So this is one way to do it, okay? And for what I'm going to do, it's gonna be perfect. And then with the, whoops. That's with the wet brush, you just kind of go over it, smooth things over, put as much as you want, okay? And just smooth it out. And this is the first layer you're gonna do all of this. Then when you start working on your doll and you have an idea what you're gonna do, then is when you're gonna basically go for more details. Okay, there we go. I got this side done. But we need to put some more in here, so I'm gonna come back. And we don't need a lot of it. So I'm just gonna come back with one little piece. Put some more. You're constantly gonna be doing that. All right, and then I'm just gonna go over the shoulder a little bit and under the arm. Okay, let's see. Again, over the shoulders and under the arms. And then with your fingers, just kind of make it, you know, kind of contour the shoulders in right there. And that is that. See? That's all you need to do right now. When it dries, it look kind of wrinkled a little bit. Don't worry about it, because a lot of the times, now if the leg is gonna show, you wanna keep on adding onto it until it looks nice and smooth, okay? But if not, it's gonna be covered up anyway, so you don't have to do anything with it. All right. So this is basically the arm. Now let's do the little leg. And I think I'm gonna have enough with this one, so again, I'm always gonna start with the foot, excuse me, with my foot or the hand, you know. It's so much easier if you do it this way than try to figure out how to put it in there. And then you're just gonna fold it. See, you're gonna fold it right in there, okay? And then, plenty of it, and then you can come in and just keep on rolling that. Just bring it in. Gonna put it in the middle of it if you can. And just roll it with your brush. You don't have to have a round brush. I like them, but it's my favorite one and I like it. It's whatever you want to work with that is good for you, that you feel comfortable with it. I've seen them done, all kinds of brushes. Okay, now in here, I want to put plenty of it in there because what I want to do is, hold on. Let's see, there we go. I want to smooth out the leg. And just bring out the cotton on the little foot around. And just try to make them, you know, even with the other one as much as you can. You don't have to, but it helps. Okay. And this little bit in here, you just brush it back on, see? Because it's not going to show. Okay? All right. Now, see what in here, a little bit green? I'm just going to pick up, oops, maybe. I pick up with a little cotton that I had in there. First, I'm going to put a little bit in here. Then pick up my cotton and just put it in there. So this is how you kind of, work yourself a little bit at a time. I want to make sure that it's about the same. Like I said, his is not going to show the legs, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. And then see this little bit in here, we'll just pick up another piece of cotton and put it on. So before you get started, just pinch a bunch of little pieces of cotton, put it on one side, so when you have to repair a little bit, then you'll have it, like right here. With your brush, you can pick it up and there you go. Okay, I'm going to wrap around some on the one that I did before. It needs to have a little bit more, so even though it's dry, it does not matter. Just keep on adding some more of this, and there we go. So you kind of let the brush do the work, basically. And your fingers, because like I said, I like to be able to kind of, just work it a little bit. All right. And see, when it's wet, you can still work them a little bit. And basically, this is it. That's all you're gonna do to begin with. And you're gonna let that dry very, very well, okay? And how I do it is, okay, I'm gonna show you. I get another piece of the whatever, wire or whatever, a string, name it. You can, whatever it is handy. And I'm going to, and then I'll hang it somewhere to be dried this way, okay? And I usually, believe it or not, sometimes I'll hang it up on my tripod. I mean, name it. Right now, I'm going to put it on my tripod, on my tablet is into, I call it a spider, because 4 corners. Okay, I just hanged it on one corner, and you cannot even see it, so that's great. Alrighty, well, let's do this one here. This one has a little finger on the arm, and I'll show you how to do that when we do this arm. And let's just go ahead and do that first thing. And again, another cotton ball. All of these pieces is one cotton ball, okay? And I also suggested that you unravel all of as many as you can and have them handy. Otherwise, it's a pain to get. Every time you need one, you have to unroll them. So that's what I do anyway. But whatever makes you happy, you can do. I try to make everybody happy. Okay, let's do this baby. And let's do his little arm. And the hand, of course. And as you can tell, to do this, I'm only doing one side. It will come a time when you want to need them to do both sides. But for me right now, I do them only one side. A lot of the Russian dolls that they're making, what they do, they don't even put any of cornstarch or glue or anything. They just wrap it around and then put some thread on it. To me, it's a waste of time because they're gonna be fine without it too. So it's up to y'all. And if you like it that way, there's a lot of videos out there that y'all can, watch and know, y'all can do it. Okay. Let's see how we're gonna do this one. Yeah. I'm gonna come here again like the other ones, see? That's the only problem with the wet brush. Okay. And okay. And come down here, and then come down this way. You're gonna find yourself your own technique really once you get started, because I try to watch a lot of videos and try to think that I could do it this way and that way, and then I finally did it the way it was comfortable for me. All right. And that's a little hand. Now we're gonna put a little thumb on it. Before I do that, since I have plenty in here, I'm gonna wrap it around the torso. So I'm gonna come back here like that, in the back, and I'm gonna, like the other one, it was all the way around. This one, I'm gonna crisscross it. I'm gonna come down this way and that way. Okay? Just kind of, so you can do it either way, really. As long as you cover up the front and the back, it's fine. Okay, so now I'm gonna get another one and finish it off. And then we'll do the thumb. Okay, so there we go. Okay. Whoops. Well, there went my brush. It's okay. All right. So now I'm going to show you exactly how I do this. I bring it in here. Hold on. I bring it in here. Okay. I come back over the shoulder, around and over the shoulder. And that's what it does. It accentuates the waist a little bit more. So if you do a doll that it needs to have more waist to it, then you can do it this way, okay? I'm not gonna pick up, I'm gonna start with this one. Okay, there we go. See, you can do it with this, you can do it with any brush you want. And then you make sure that it puts plenty of the cornstarch. And they really have it right, because if I use the glue, all of this would be sticking to your fingers and your fingers get really sticky. This is perfect. This is the best thing ever. So I can understand. Now this shoulder in here is a little bit thicker than this one. See? Okay, no problem. I'll just get another piece. And I'll bring it on this direction. Okay? And then we got both the same. I don't know how I'm gonna do this one either. But before it gets really dry, I'll have to figure it out, and then, bend my whatever, my arms, my legs, however I wanted to do it. Um, that way, I know it's gonna be okay. Okay. All right, so let's just put the little thumb in there. And that is really simple. You're just gonna pick up a little bit of cotton, and what I do, I go ahead and get a piece like that, kind of make a little string on it, and then I fold it, and then I just turn it a little bit. All right. To make a little finger, okay? See? And now I'm going to put it on the upper top, I can't even talk, on the upper part of the glove. This is going to be a glove. I'm going to put it on right. See it? You want it a little lower than the, let's see if I can put it in there, make it right. There we go. Then the glove, okay? Then I'm gonna put it in there, and then what I'm going to do right now is come back with another piece of a small, I guess, cotton, and I'm going to wrap it around. Make sure you open up the little finger, okay? So it stays open. And you can do that with your little brush, see? You don't want it too open, maybe, but however you wanted it, it's fine. Okay? So now, when it's dry, I may come back and put another one in between and so on, but it has to be dry, for me anyway. I'm not that, and sometimes you don't need to. But you want to make the illusion that it's a glove, all right? All right. Well, let's do the leg. And I will bend it here a little bit when it gets almost, no, it's not dry, but it's, pretty dry. I will get my little pliers and get the hand and bend it however I wanted it, okay? All right, let's do the feet. The foot, that is, not the feet, the foot. So from now on, since I already have done this video, I will have my frame already done for the dolls. And the only thing that I will do is actually make the outfit on it that I want to do. And that way, it will save us a lot of time. All right, there we go. don't worry about that. I'll come back and put another piece. Right now I'm going to try to get the foot. And you just do it with your fingers. At least I do. And then if you feel like you need a little bit more, okay, then go ahead and do it, which I do. Okay? And what I want to do now is wrap it around instead of just put it that way on this one because it's so thin, see? The pipe cleaners are a little thicker and you can just do it with one. But this one has kind of a thin little legs. I don't want it that thin. So I'm going to come back here and just wrap it around. And then don't worry because it's not going to look that thick because we're going to put some more of the cornstarch on it. And I am going to, see? Kind of the same way you're putting it on, and that way it's easier too. I was trying to do it the other way, but then I remember I have to do it the other direction. All right. Then it's a little bit in here, so I'm going to come back and put some on there, and then come back under here. And that's it. And like I said, I will, when it gets a little bit dry, I'll get it with the pliers and I'll turn my little hand however I want to. But this is all it is. Let's see what I do with the other one. Oh, it's hanging around. So here we got two different shapes. Okay? And both are really super easy to do. They really are. And then you want it smoother because you want the legs to show. Then you really need to take your time. And believe me, you can spend hours on these babies to make it perfect. But also, for me, it's very soothing. I enjoy the tedious part of it. But if you don't like to do that kind of thing, just do it this way, and then everything is going to be covering it up with the little dress and stuff that we'll be making, okay? I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're able to learn from it. And the next video is going to be the female bunny. And I already got the body done for that one, but it's basically this, and you'll be able to see where I add on to. So basically we'll be able to put it together hopefully pretty quick. And for her, I think I want to be using some cotton but also some fabric, so I'm excited about that too. Okay, pues until next time, stay well, stay crafty, and God bless you all.